Welcome back everyone. The time before and after TI are the calmest, so enjoy these couple of weeks before the madness begins and which it will destroy your sleep schedule. Last week we reported 4 Gaming closed as a company, and the team was moving forward and seeking a new sponsor. A day later they already found one and the sponsor comes straight from China. Newbee officially sponsors the team. They do not have any suffix following the team name, it's simply Newbee. Newbee did not drop the Chinese squad, but an interesting question popped up. How will the Chinese crowd react to these foreigners representing China and the rest of the world? It's not total science for Dota. Beyond the Summit hosted their 10th iteration of Dota Summit, and this time it features 6 teams: Alliance, Beast Coast, Complexity, J Storm, Pain Gaming, and Team Serenity. Alliance is the only team that's going to the International. This will be the last tournament before TI9 in Shanghai, so it's a must-win for all these teams, especially for the 5 that isn't going to Shanghai. Since it's a 6-team tournament, the format has an interesting style for making the playoffs. The top 2 teams in the group will advance into the upper bracket finals, and the winner of that will advance to the grand finals. The remaining teams will be placed into the lower bracket to fight for their lives. The TI9 invitees finished on top with a 9-1 record, and Pain Gaming finished second with an 8-2 record. In the lower bracket, we had Team Serenity versus J Storm and Beast Coast versus Complexity. Both sets went all 3 games, and Team Serenity and Complexity made it into the next match to fight against each other. The next series between the two was not so kind for Complexity. Team Serenity knocked out the American squad in a 2-0 series. Game 1 was a quick defeat under 30 minutes, but Game 2 almost ended up being a 60-minute game. Since the upper bracket was already set, Alliance and Pain Gaming drew the group stage series 1-1, but this time around, Pain Gaming takes the series 2-1, but they did lose Game 1 in quick fashion. Games 2 and 3 went past 60 minutes, but it did secure a top 2 finish for Pain Gaming. With Alliance knocked into the lower bracket, Team Serenity has it tough for them. A match against a TI9 invitee, plus they already lost 0-2 to them in the group stages. Alliance continued their dominance over the Chinese squad by beating them again 2-0. This sets up a rematch in the grand finals between Alliance and Pain Gaming.
PYW is getting low. Mickey, can he get out of range? He cannot. There's the black hole. Tiger's in, grabs the 3, the 4 of them. Artyom walks into the hole. He says, I want in as well. 4 dead. As Tiger gets the ultra kill, a 2-man black hole turns into 4.
Alliance strategy should be straightforward. Play to the strength and shut down William HFN Medeiros. In Game 1, Pain Gaming went with a big teamfight ability from Magnus, while Alliance went for a more balanced team that will ensure no one will escape if they flee. Alliance shut down HFM, and Samuel Boxy Sven went off with his starter play. Boxy placed crucial stunts to stop the fleeing enemies and helped his team win those important teamfights. Game 2, Pain drafted a brand new lineup while Alliance stuck to the guns with a Dark Willow, Oracle, and Death Prophet trio. Pain actually had the lead for a while, with HFN going off, but there's a reason why they are invited to TI9. Great positioning leads to better teamfights, and Alliance quickly made the series 2-0 in the best of 5. In Game 3, there's no confidence lost from Pain Gaming. They showed off another 5 brand new heroes, and Alliance replied that they can play new heroes too. Even with new heroes from both teams, nothing changed. Alliance continues to beat down on Pain Gaming. HFN had another great start, but his team couldn't capitalize with his lead, and Alliance picked them apart. Alliance easily takes Dota Summit in a quick 3-0 series, and will head to Shanghai to bootcamp. Icefire also released 7.22F. It lowers the cost on the consumable recipe for Agnum Scepter, Rebounds Outworld Devourer's Astral Imprisonment, and Sandy's Eclipse. Make sure you read this patch. A lot of stats and talents got changed in it. And that concludes it for this week's roundup in Dota. We'll see you next week. Hopefully Valve drops us another item that is not released from the Battle Pass yet.